Okay, Andrew. Just a quick update. I'm cleaning components here, and while I do that, I usually disassemble the case, take a look. Just to give you a feel for what's going on here, your case has pretty good surfaces, although there's some pitting here on the sealing surface. So I would be very cautious with respect to water. This is pretty deeply pitted right here. You can see along this edge. So just be careful. It's an old watch and it's not guaranteed for water anyway. There's no warranty on that. Just because it's not possible to do that. So that's your case. It looks fine. Upper surface is fine. No pitting on any of the surfaces up here. Your crystal gasket is perfect. Here's your rotating ring, which is actually a really cool style. So this is the old one, and you can tell because it's actually got teeth on the outside, and I'm not really even sure why they did that. It's got its teeth on the inside, which are these ones on the back. Those gather, those are actually in contact with the crown gear, which you had inside your movement, funny enough. So your pip looks good, or your triangle here at the top, that looks really nice. So that's fine. It's a little tiny bit of damage, but it's nothing of any consequence. So that's in really good shape. You have a one of these wavy washers, which goes on top of this to give you some friction as this thing's turning around, and this is on top of it. You want a little bit of resistance so that your position of your ring stays fixed. This came off fairly easily, which isn't, the end of the world. It's just something to keep in mind, is that sometimes this friction fit, or this force fit between these two components loosens over time. So I'll get this cleaned up. It'll look really great, and we'll proceed. Okay, just a couple quick updates and some things found. Your mainspring is in great shape, so I'm just going to reuse that. That'll be nice. Here's your new lower mainspring arbor, and your upper mainspring arbor is right there. So now you have two new jewels, which is a really nice addition to these watches. Two brand new jewels. And while we're on the subject of jewels, just wanted to bring up something interesting, which I'd noticed when in the disassembly. I don't know where this jewel has come from. This is your die shock setting for your upper balance wheel jewel setting. Should go there. But I don't recognize this. This does not look like a Seiko part. So this one will have to go, and I will replace it with that one, which is identical to your lower setting. Not sure who did that, but we will set it right. Okay, keeping going. Okay, just a quick update. Your chronograph wheel is great, like I said. Starting now to assemble the train bridge. Here's your upper mainspring arbor port jewel. Now start to assemble the chronograph components, but to give you a sense here, this is not under any power, but everybody's running beautifully. So we're on our way. Got some lubrication to do and some pieces to build. Okay, Andrew, we've reached a fairly monumentous point in the rebuild of your watch. Right now I am about to lubricate the fourth wheel chronograph wheel jewel. I can actually add a little bit of power into the movement, and you can see the train hopefully running in. That's good. So right now I'm gonna put on the chronograph, and we can watch that now run a bit. Just put a tiny bit. There it goes, advancing the minute counter. We'll see if we have to make any adjustments as we go. But what I'd also like to do now is replace the pallet fork. I have to put a little bit of lubrication on this. Okay, pallet fork jewels are lubricated. Place that in movement and place the pallet fork bridge. Get that aligned. Alright, looks like we're good. Let's go ahead and put the screws in place. So far everything looks pretty good. I had to do some adjusting. You were missing a screw. I'm sorry, you were missing quite a few screws, but you are missing a spring that's very important. It's the one that returns your reset lever. Is that the right? Yeah, okay. We're good. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, let's check the action of the pallet. That looks pretty good. Alright, let's put a little power into the movement. A couple turns here. Let's go ahead and see if we can add the balance. Okay, Andrew, check it out. We have movement. We have a balance that's moving a lot better than it was when it came in. I wasn't getting a whole lot of action here. So now we can start to check it out a little bit more closely. Some things to check. We'll look at the numbers. Really quickly. See what we got to work with here. Okay. Get some stuff here. Arranged. Alright, I'm going to take this off screen for just a sec so I can put it on the timing machine. Okay. Well, not quite sure what we got yet. Let's take a little look. Okay, Andrew, here's where we're at. Numbers are looking amazing. We still got to regulate the time a little bit, but no beat error and amplitude in the near 240 to begin with. That's about as good as you can expect straight out of the box. So it's running. It's running pretty well. As we make some fine adjustments, we'll see the amplitude change a little bit, and the beat error change just a touch, but I think we're getting there. Okay, that's about where we want to be. Pretty close. All right, that is a great place to start. Okay, that looks pretty good. There's hardly any power in this watch, and it is doing pretty good. Okay, take this off for now. Okay. I want you to observe these numbers a little bit before I call it quits for today. Looking really good. This watch has only been running for a few minutes, and we are solidly in the 240s and a very clean signal. So that's really quite impressive for a watch that wasn't running. So you got a good runner. Very impressed. Okay. Look at that, 250. Fantastic. He's doing good. Okay, we'll come back.